Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. My name is Timmy the Toy Time King, and now RU has shaken up again with its own suspect test. Now, the last suspect test that was going on was the sneezer one for NU. Don't know if they finished doing that, but I hope it doesn't get banned because sneezer was a pretty solid mod in NU. But anyways, RU, even after the tier shifts and everything, they decide it's a great idea to suspect test Durant, probably my favorite Pokemon to use in RU next to Flygon. As you can see at the top, Phantom, a co-lead of RU. He talks about the tier shifts, about how they lost Seismitoad and Kumau and they got Mega Blastoise, Mandibuzz, and Kingdra. Then, he's just like, okay, we might as well suspect Durant. Now, basically, as like with the last suspect test video that I did, I honestly forgot what that was, to be honest, what was being suspect tested. But yeah, like that video, I'm going to just share my thoughts and opinions on whether Durant should be banned or not banned at all in this situation. Like, as you guys know, as I've mentioned in previous videos, that I used to play RU, main RU from like Oras to RU Beta when I just stopped playing because I wanted to move on to other tiers. Well, basically, I know everything about Durant. I know its movesets and everything, how it works. I know how much of a threat Durant actually is to this day. So, you're going to get an insightful, summary of my thoughts and opinions on this Pokemon. Now, obviously, Phantom says here that majority consensus of the RU Council, and they're like, oh, Durant deserves to be suspect tested. Obviously, the requirements to vote for ban or do not ban. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that, but you know the reasoning is here. Basically, I'll read it out and then I'll just tell you what I think about that. Durant is being suspected because its combination of speed, power, and ability to choose its counters have made it one of the most consistent breakers in RU. Its Hone Claws set allows it to muscle through common defensive staples of Titanium Z, including Milotic and Mega Steelix. Its speed tier puts above nearly every breaker and the majority of offensive Pokemon in the tier, making it difficult for even offensive teams to pin down. Furthermore, its ability to equip a choice band set allows it to be all of the Pokemon that can handle its home claw set, such as defensive Moltres and unaware users, while granting it the ability to KO nearly every offensive threat. Now, obviously, I 100% agree with this entire paragraph. Like Durant, really good attack and ability. It just goes really well together. 109 attack plus hustle. It's making Durant hit very, 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 very hard. And 109 base speed is actually pretty good because RU isn't the fastest tier. You have a lot of mons that aren't that fast, and Durant being having that 109 speed tier makes it outspeed a lot of like Pokemon in the tier. Its versatility is very amazing. Like back in Gen 6, you could run Hone Claws, Choice Band, Life Orb, and now even thanks to Gen 7 adding the Z crystals, it got even more sets it can just abuse. Darkinium Z Hone Claw set to get 2 attack on the first turn. Then it's basically just one shot and everything. Choice Band, probably my favorite set that I used back in Oras and RU Alpha and Beta, just does a lot of damage. Like you just one shot everything. It's not even fair. Like Durant is, I would say that like the only bad thing about the choice band set is that you don't have the accuracy boost. So if you miss, like I understand why. I didn't really like the home claw set because +1 attack and +1 accuracy, like +1 attack isn't hitting like the most defensive Pokemon like Cresselia. Like sure you have X's but yeah, other mons as well that will just survive a +1. So Z Home Claws, very good set. Choice Band set, very good set. Life Orb, kind of the less common set, but still good either way. Just a very versatile mon, can run any of its set and still do very well against offensive teams and a lot of tanky mons in RU at the moment. So obviously, you guys are probably thinking, do I want Durant banned or not? Obviously, I don't want it banned. I love using this Pokemon in RU. Like it's just very fun Pokemon to use, and like when it just one shots, when you see the health bar go from 100 to 0 real quick, that's when you know Durant is something else. Now we're gonna scroll down to the bottom of like just reading Arafine's and Avocado's posts because they're very detailed and insightful, just talking about Durant in general and their opinions on it as well. So I'm just going to look at Arafine's quote and messages first. So She mentions he, she mentions, forgot what gender everything is. But anyways, he, she mentions that Durant has been one of the most centralized Pokemon in the tier, making offensive both heavy and bulky playstyles on par with balance. Okay, and he also mentions that its main issue is the diverse amount of sets, as I've mentioned previously, that I can run. One of its best sets, which I agree, Hone Claws with either Fight Z or Dark EMZ, pressures Pokemon that are very common in the tier, like Doublade, even Mandibuzz, which just got added recently, Mega Steelix and Milotic. And like Mandibuzz doesn't even stop the round. Sure, you can foul play, but Ironhead's gonna be doing a chunk. Anyways, I'm just gonna read out the most like points that Arifin says. I even forgot about the Choice Scarf set, which he mentions as well. Choice Scarf is something else very good with Revenge Killer. I even forgot about that set, not going to lie. But anyways, he just mentions what I've previously mentioned, just mostly like that the fact that it just has a lot of sets, very diverse, does a lot of damage and pressures a lot of defensive Pokemon. Now moving on to Avocado's post, which is the one that I mostly agree with and like exactly has the same ideas as I. Basically, at the bottom, I'm just gonna skip to the bottom real quick. He uses X and Y and Oras, like basically Gen 6, to prove his like point exactly. So in Gen 6, RU, we even banned Durant, Abomasnow, Mega, Moltres, Pangoro, and Tyrantrum because they were just very, very strong wall breakers that beat every mon in the tier at that point. And RU is a very bulky and fat tier filled with defensive mons. I remember back in Gen 6, Registeel, I hated facing that. Like every time I saw a Registeel, I just started hurting because it was just so annoying because like when I started playing a bit of RU, it was a bit like in the early mid Auras when they just banned all of these wall breaker mons. So like Moltres probably just wrecked Registeel pretty badly, and I never had the chance to actually use it. So Registeel was always a problem for me, not gonna lie. But Durant helped me out with that, and even now Avocado mentions that Gen 7, we started off a very bulky tier RU. Thanks to Lola Mola dropping. Like, that was just the moment that I was like, oh, RU's going to become a very defensive tier. Like, the reasoning why, like, I think I can now actually explain why I left RU. It's because it just came a tier where but like balance was just the thing, you know. Like balance was just very like, you know, over centralizing and a lot of defensive mons were around and I didn't really like that. We didn't have enough wall breakers. Like we banned all the wall breakers in our tier. We banned Haxorus. When Haxorus came, it was so strong. Like nothing could stop a Haxorus at +2, not going to lie. It was Dragon Z Crystal. Nothing stopped that. So just to end off this video here, guys, quickly, I'm just gonna say, even though I want Durant to stay in RU, it's probably it might get banned, it might not get banned, but I'm leaning towards it might get banned just because it does a lot of damage. But like Avocado's post just mentioning about the fact that if Durant gets banned, all like the bulky mons are gonna get used again. Like just makes it seem like it's gonna keep it there because no one wants to deal with all the bulky mons. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoy these type of videos. When the next suspect test, I will be sure to make these videos. Check out my Twitter link will be down in the description, and the suspect test link thread will be down in the description as well. But anyways, again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.